Howl's Moving Castle, a movie by Studio Ghibli directed by Hayao Miyazaki, is a film loosely based on a book by its same name by Diana Wynne Jones. For years, Studio Ghibli movies have never failed to capture audiences by its beautiful animation, memorable characters, and universal themes in captivating storytelling. In this movie, we get to follow a young woman named Sophie who is transformed into an old woman by a witch. Sophie decides to seek refuge in the moving castle, where she gets to meet Calcifer, who tells her that he's going to help her break her curse when she helps him break his. That's why Sophie decides to stay in the castle as the cleaning lady, doing a full makeover to the house and helping with the cleaning and cooking for Howl and his apprentice. In the process of all of this, Sophie falls in love with Howl, and Howl with Sophie. As we get to see both of them fall in love, we get glimpses of Sophie becoming a young lady again and then back into old. And this is what was really frustrating for me when I was watching the movie, because I could not understand why was this happening. Sometimes it looked like her curse was completely gone, and then once again she will become an old lady. When I finally read the book, I understood what was happening. When we get introduced to Sophie Hatter, she has a very solid set idea of who she is. She is the older sister of 3, and she believes that because of that, she is doomed to fail. Her sisters, on the other hand, have decided that they were going to take their lives into their own hands. When her stepmother decides that they're going to be sent away to apprenticeships that both of them do not like, they decide to switch places so they can do what they most desire. But Sophie does the complete opposite. She decides to do what is expected of her as the older child, working her life away at the hat shop that she doesn't even love, only because she believes that she does not deserve a happily ever after or a story of her own. But what Sophie does not notice is that she is also a witch. She can make little enchantments whenever she says things. The book says that she flatters the hats a bit because you should flatter the customers. And when she does this, she unknowingly is enchanting every single one of those hats. But then Sophie gets cursed. And when this happens, she doesn't only have to break the curse that the witch put on her, but also every single thing that she has enchanted on herself. At the end of the day, she is a self-actualizing prophecy. But when this happens, she also finds freedom. She enjoys being an old lady and being able to say exactly what she thinks without any fear of retribution. But this thing has its downsides. As I said, in the movie we get to see moments where Sophie seems to be finally free of her curse, when she finally looks young again. And she is truly happy, enjoying moments with Howl where she is truly in love. But then she remembers that she is supposed to be an old lady, and you can see her slowly becoming what she thought she was supposed to be. Her joy is completely erased from her face. In the book, we're told that Howl tried to fix her curse right away, but because she was constantly cursing herself over and over again, he was not able to fix any curse up until she decided that her curse was done. This reminds me a lot about my relationship with my art and how I constantly say negative things to myself about me as an artist and about the art itself. I think as artists, we have learned from others that our art has to be compared to others. That's how we grow and figure out things that we have to fix. The thing that is supposed to make us be better is the thing that makes us very insecure, and we start comparing ourselves to other artists instead of trying to learn from them. The negative thoughts that we have towards our art are things that stop us from actually growing and sharing what we have learned, and because of that, people don't ever see our art. Our thoughts have power, so we have to start thinking of ourselves as who we are. not a worthless artist. We are just artists.